welcome back to Life's Balances, where happiness is homemade. We are going to make banana pudding today. So I'm going to show you how to make banana pudding in two different ways. We're going to do a traditional banana pudding, and then we're going to do my secret banana pudding. It has been a secret because it's really good. It is a mixture of what I've learned from my grandma. Y'all, please don't tell her this. As well as, like, I just kind of tweaked it a little bit. So we'll start with the traditional banana pudding first. Okay, these are all the things that you're gonna need. You're gonna need a box of vanilla wafers. I am not a brand person, but for this recipe, yes, please buy the brand. So Nilla Wafers by Nabisco, Cool Whip, the original Cool Whip, a box of banana cream, and a box of vanilla cream. Sweetened condensed whole milk. Ripe bananas, you don't want them to be green. These are a little bit more green than I would like, but it's all good. You're going to need a pan. I use aluminum pans because I'm always traveling when I send this banana pudding. A bowl, a mixing bowl, a knife, a spoon, and a cutting board. Y'all know I love my silicone cutting mat. So let's get started. So we have banana cream and vanilla instant pudding in there. It calls for 2 cups of milk for each box. So that means 4 cups. And if you don't want it to be really thick like cake, then add half the packet and convert the measurement in half. So you only add 2 cups of milk and half of the packet of each. But I like my banana pudding to be full in this half pan. So, and if you want to make a full pan, you can just double this recipe that I'm showing you. So we're going to stir it up. This would be the perfect time to use a spoon or a whisk. And you want to stir it up really good. Okay, so now we're going to put a lid on it and we're going to let it chill for at least 5 minutes. And then we'll be right back. Okay, so now we're going to lay out our cookies while our pudding is chilling in the fridge. Again, I do not do this. I don't do the proper way. Let me not say that. This is the proper way. I just do it the messy way. My grandma taught me this. I don't have the patience to lay them out one at a time. This is how I do it. I do lay them all flat, but I'm not about to sit there and do one cookie at a time. Just pour it out there, pour it on there. And I just make sure that they're flat so that way they can cover the surface. And the rest, keep over here. Pretty much, okay? It's not perfect, but it's meant to be messy. Because when you eat it, you're not going to say, oh, the cookies aren't layered. You're not even going to be able to tell. Okay, next we're going to slice our bananas. You're going to need about 6 bananas. Again, you want to make sure they're pretty ripe. Zakia, I'm making this for my best friend, by the way. That's why we're doing this video. I said, well, if I'm going to show you how to make banana pudding, let's record it. So, I actually tasted one of these bananas. They're not that bad. So we'll make it work. But if you could get some that are freckled, and to all my bougie people out there about their bananas being overripe, freckles does not mean it's overripe. And when I say freckles, I'm talking about those brown spots. It is okay. And yes, to all my smarty pants out there, I do know I'm peeling the banana the wrong way. 95% of the U.S. cuts their bananas backwards. I am one of the 95%. So, I'm moving quick because as fruit oxidizes, it turns brown. So as it gets in contact with oxygen, it will turn brown and oxidize. All my students know what I'm talking about. And I keep saying that because I use my videos to teach at school while I'm doing e-learning. So, yes. Hi, babies. They're not babies. They're in high school, but they're my babies. So we're going to slice these bananas. I'm slicing it really thin, 2 at a time. To my students out there, you see me doing my claw. acid kind of stops the oxidizing process. So we're going to put a little bit of lemon juice on here. Just a little bit so they won't brown. Okay. So I'm going to cut these bananas up and add my lemon juice. Okay, so we're going to squeeze this lemon juice over it and just allow it to kind of get all over it. Not too much, so I'm using half a lemon. You can use a tablespoon of lemon juice at home if you want to. And that's it. Okay, so we're going to add the, this is the pudding that's been sitting for like 5 minutes, like I said, and I'm going to add the whipped cream and the condensed milk, and you're just going to stir it up. You don't want to over stir, so I'm doing what's called a fold. And you can slowly see how I'm adding the cream and the pudding, folding it into the whipped cream. Because if you stir too much, the whipped cream will lose its thick consistency, and it'll be kind of runny. You don't want that. So after we've stirred this in, then we're gonna layer it up. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna add the bananas. Remember, just put it in there. Don't make it so difficult. Make sure the cookies are on the bottom. Add your bananas. My hands are clean and washed, so make sure your hands are cleaned and washed. Students know we rinse first, lather with soap. It should take you about 30 seconds to do the whole process. And remember, you scrub front, back, in between, 20 seconds long. Then you rinse. So it should equal about 30 seconds. Or you can sing your ABCs.
Aisha, they is high school students.
They are high school students. We sing happy birthday, do all of that. So as they go into adulthood, they know how to wash their hands. And we wouldn't have this issue right now if people knew how to wash their hands. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Okay. All right. Okay, so now I've added the bananas. That's not enough bananas for me. I want thick banana pudding. So I'm using about half of the bowl of bananas. Put them all in there till almost to where you can't see any more cookies. Make sure that they're laid kind of thin, laid kind of flat on there. You don't want clumps of just banana. And then you add the pudding. Pudding whipped cream mixture. And then you smear.
That look good.
It looks so good. And then you do it again. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to, I've done my layers with the banana pudding, and I put the whipped cream on top. So now we're going to crush it with vanilla wafers. And I just use the leftover vanilla wafers in a bag. And I take my cast iron pan and I just crush it. And then I'm going to sprinkle it all on top. Okay? Now, you can do it like this, or you can put rows of cookies on top, real pretty. But again, I don't do that. And I'm just going to use what's left in this box versus opening a new box, just to kind of save. I'm just going to sprinkle it on top. I'm going to put it back in the refrigerator. I'm going to put it back in the fridge for one more day and let it cool. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Enjoy. Thank you. Alright, so now we're going to make banana pudding the second way. And the second way, it calls for way more ingredients and a little bit more technique, but it's all good. It tastes amazing. So you use French vanilla instant pudding instead of vanilla and banana cream. It just tastes better to me. And then I already have 1 cup of milk in there, and I have a 2nd cup of milk. And I'm going to add the pudding mix. We're going to whisk it together like we did in the first recipe. And we'll let it sit. We'll be right back. Alright, so we're adding the pudding that has settled. I'm using a mixing bowl. If you have a hand mixer, that would be best. I don't have a hand mixer. I'm using what I have. So I have my pudding mix in there. I have a 4th cup of pineapples. You want crushed pineapples and you want to drain the juice. I'm adding a can of sweetened condensed milk. Put all that out of there. A half cup of powdered sugar. I use clear vanilla extract. You can use regular vanilla extract too, but about a tablespoon of vanilla extract. Oh, this isn't my clear one. Oh, yes it is. Clear double strength. Okay. And then I put in my whole container of whipped cream. I'm going to put half for right now, and then I'll mix and add the other half on slow. And cream cheese. This is 1 pack of cream cheese. Philadelphia cream cheese. You can use whipped cream cheese too, but it doesn't make it as dense as you would like it to be. So try to get the regular cream cheese. And we're going to put this in a mixer. Be right back. Now I got my mixing bowl. Let me turn my mixer this way. So you want to put it on stir. And then on 4. Hold on. I'm going to lift it up first. Put it on stir. Then we put it on setting 2. And then 4 for like 30 seconds. More like 15 seconds. Because you don't want it to be runny and nasty. So, oops. We're going to fold in the rest and we're going to put that on stir. And then we're going to add the other half of the crushed pineapples, which will make it a half cup. You want to drain the juice. Add it in and then stir one last time. Crank it to 2. Quickly on 4. I do mean quick. Then we're going to take this out and we're going to layer it up with our Lorna Doone cookies. Okay, we are now done with our banana pudding. This is banana pudding number 2 with our Lorna Doone shortbread cookies on top. You will also let this sit overnight and you will get that perfect cake-like fluffiness that you are trying to desire. So I hope that you enjoyed my video. Now you have 2 different ways to make banana pudding. Remember that happiness is homemade, faith family food. See you guys later.
Bye.